So good morning everybody. We are here today on the 20th of December. I'm finally on leave and got some time off until the new year. And I'm out today with Graham and I'm going to attend my very first water crossing today. So if you are up to join us for a bit of an off-road adventure on this 35-degree day in Melbourne, stay tuned. So guys, we're in King Lake National Park. A bit of a slippery slope downhill. Yeah, in the rain this will be pretty tricky, I reckon.
Swear you ain't seen nothing yet. So I went down to the water and found my faith, because I don't wanna be stuck in the good old days. That's when you say, I swear you ain't seen nothing yet. This life is heavy with an overload, like every door I see is shut. But when we're sinking to our deepest lows, we've got nowhere to go but up. That's when you say, my love, we're nowhere near the end. There'll come a day, I swear you ain't seen nothing yet. So I went down to the water and found my faith, because I don't wanna be stuck in the good old days. That's when you say, I swear you ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, looks like a war memorial. The bushfire memorial. So we had the Black Friday bushfire memorial dedicated to the memory of the events of 7 February 2009. A day of raging bushfires that claimed 173 Victorian lives and tore and forever changed countless more. It's a nice memorial they built up here. Let's go have a look. This is the memorial. Yeah.
You know, you can do a cool thing.
What?
See that city of Melbourne?
Yeah.
Which how many thousands of people live there?
Yeah.
You can cover it with your thumb. It's gone.
It's gone. So right there is the city of Melbourne. It's really beautiful out here. We've come here once before. I flew the drone here. It's quite secluded. This is the whole memorial that they've sort of created here. We've got this circle ring thingy, benches. It's good to come here and spend a few moments in silence, just to remember those who actually did not make it on that horrid day.
Yeah, I
So
remember.
Graham, you remember a story about you were some way or another involved in the Black Saturday, weren't you?
Well, I had a shop then in Upper Ferntree Gully on Burwood Highway.
Yep.
And it was one of those days. It was building up to this day, and everybody was on tenterhooks. It was all the conditions. It was going to be horrendous bushfire conditions.
Yeah.
And the wind was like this, or stronger, really strong wind. And it was late morning, I think, when I smelt the smoke.
Yeah.
And then literally opposite us along the railway embankment. This fire took hold, and it was incredible. I've never been in a bushfire before, but it was truly scary. The speed of it, how the embers leapt ahead, and they all joined up, and I can only imagine the terror of these people. They were coming down from Kinglake on this road. This was just about the only road out at that time.
So they were stuck literally.
And I think a car broke down or something. They got blocked. They couldn't get further down the hill, and they lost their lives. Horrendous. So on this road alone, I think there was well over 20, 30 people lost their lives just on this road. So just caught in their cars, couldn't escape.
So they were just basically stuck and
trapped.
They had nowhere to go.
No, and then the fire came in, and just horrendous. So it's a very poignant sight. It's I get choked up even now, you know. It's a lovely memorial here, and but you can. It's hard to imagine the speed of a bushfire until you
actually in one, isn't it?
Yeah, I had no idea, and I nearly got caught in it myself. I ran across the road to try and help this family in a house across the road, and I got caught behind the house. The fire had jumped across, and the CFA came round the corner of the house, saw me there, and I was in thongs and shorts, and they, "What the hell are you doing? Get out!" So it was scary. Yeah, very, very scary.
So essentially, when there is a warning for bushfires, you should take it really seriously.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
And the thing with bushfires is they generate their own wind.
Yeah.
Which is incredibly strong. So and it's like a tornado force of wind, and the embers run ahead, and they start their own little fires, and then the main fire joins up.
Yeah.
So that's how you get caught. But the speed of it is it's faster than you could run. It's just incredible.
Well, thanks, Graham, for sharing that.
Yeah.
Hopefully the viewers.
Okay, that was a nice stop at the bushfire memorial. Now we are down through this really steep descent. I'm not sure that the GoPro shows it how steep it is, but it's bloody steep. The thing I do find about the GS is it's really good going down hills. Like, as long as you put it in second gear and have a bit of play with the brake, you should be right. And there's some loose rocks in the middle, so that's where you can have issues with your traction. But it's a bit tricky. We'll look there. Not look it, but it's very, very steep. This part is okay because the dirt is compact. Just 2 fingers on the clutch, 2 fingers on the brake. You want to control the descent. applying some of the things that I learned at the GS off-road course.
Your ABS off, Kirby.
Sorry?
You're taking your ABS off?
Yeah.
Yeah. Turned mine off. Nearly lost it back there.
Yeah, me too.
ABS just fell off.
In your eyes, I see a glimpse of light. A new sun is coming up. So it begins. Feel the heat on your skin. A new fire is stirring up. I know it's gonna happen. These dreams ain't all we're chasing. Don't stop, we got to keep racing on. So come on, dare to be a dreamer.
I got a taxi down here earlier. The traffic.
Dare to be a dreamer. Don't let go. In your heart, you know you're strong and you're brave enough. It's your time. You were made to fly. Never ever giving up.
Oh, steep one.
I know it's gonna happen. These dreams ain't all we're chasing. Don't stop, we got to keep racing on. So come on, dare to be a dreamer.
There we go, get it. Oh wow, look at that view. And that's Melbourne up there.
My man, I must be on my man today.
These dreams ain't all we're chasing. Don't stop, we got to keep racing on. So come on, dare to be a dreamer.
Oh wow.
Dare to be a dreamer.
All the way down, and we've trekked up all up the hill. So this whole place is Kinglake National Park, and up there, just there, you can see the city, Melbourne City. What a great view this is. So we've had a bit of fun off-road, and now we are headed down Myers Creek Road, and we're going to attempt this water crossing and sum up 2024 for you guys. So it's been an amazing year, a year full of challenges, a year where there's been also a lot of achievements, and I would like to share all of that with my viewers, with you guys. So stay tuned. Such beautiful views. Like rainforesty kind of roads, you can crossing tonight. There's a car in the front. There's a car ahead of you.
Where's the wing gone? Maybe it's not on driver.
Yeah.
Here we go. Straight for it.
All right. First
Stick
gear.
to the left.
Whoa! I did it! Woohoo!
Good, Kirby!
Yes! My very first creek crossing. That was cool as hell. And it was recording too.
You're initiated.
That was fun.
Best not to think about it, just do it.
Yeah.
If you stop and think, you go, oh no, I can't do it. Nice one, bro.
Yeah, thanks, bro. What gear were you on when you went underwater?
Second.
Second.
Yeah, second.
Yeah.
Could have done insert. As far as we can go.
All right.
There's no one here.
Beautiful.
There's some shade. Yeah.
Yeah, this will be nice. Thank you, Graham. What a day it's been today. We had a bit of fun today. We caught up last night very quickly, and this was sort of a ad hoc plan for the day. And we figured what we would do today is just catch up for a for the last ride before the end of the year, because after this I'm going to be a bit tied up with some family activities with the wife and the kids and the in-laws as well. And it just happened to be a good day because I've officially started annual leave today, and Graham was free, and so we decided to do this ride. And I've been telling Graham for some time, hey, I got one thing off my list that I need to tick off. I really want to do a creek crossing. And Graham said he knows just the right place for us to do a creek crossing, and so we did it. And now we are sitting right next to that creek having this video for you guys. So
Drinking chai.
and having a cup of chai that
Lovely.
I've just made. How is it, Graham? Is it good? Up to standards?
Not bad, not bad.
It's pretty
Chai
good.
walla. I
Chai,
can make you my new chai walla.
That's right, pretty good cup of chai.
Cheers.
And the beautiful thing is it's just the two of us here. What's the name of this place?
Donnelly's Weir,
We're in Donnelly's Weir,
just outside of
just outside of Hillsville. Yep, all right.
So pick this picnic spot here.
and it's just
It's a popular picnic spot.
yeah, and it's just the two of us. It's empty. It's beautiful.
Got the
So
place to ourselves.
yeah, that's right.
It's a hot day.
Yeah. So I think what we are planning to do today
And
is
paddle.
to sort of wrap up, sum up the things that we have achieved this year, 2024. It's been a pretty bumpy year for in a certain aspect, but it's also been a pretty successful year for the channel as well, and for us as friends as well. So I'm just going to run through some of the things that we have done so far. So the channel started in April 2021, and when I started the channel in April 2021, the channel was called ADVExplorerOz. And the reason behind the name was because of my kids. That was the name they came up. My boys came up with the name, and I just went with it. And early 2024, I figured it's time for a rebrand, and I got the channel rebranded to ADVExplorerOz, or ADVExplorerOz. And I got new logos made up for the channel. I got some merch made up as well. I've got some stickers that were made up. I've got some neck tubes that were also made up, as well as the ADVExplorerOz t-shirt, which I'm wearing now, that was made up as well. In 2024, I published a total of 20 full-length videos. I published about 26 YouTube shorts, and in total to date, since April 2021, we have published 132 videos in total.
Wow.
That's a great achievement, isn't it?
Since you started.
Since we started, 132 videos.
Incredible. Busy man.
Yes, yes. And
Hard work.
one of the biggest milestones for me this year was that just 3 days ago, on the 17th of December, we achieved 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And that was such an achievement to me.
Brilliant.
I worked so hard for this, and Graham has been an avid supporter and contributor to the channel, a very familiar face in this channel. And he has helped me through leaps and bounds to get us to where we are today. And getting the 1,000 subscribers is such an achievement. And as we are standing today, I've got an extra 20 subscribers, so I'm sitting at 1,020 subscribers now, which is good. So it's growing, and it's really growing. Now, besides that, one of the other big achievements was we achieved 150,000 views on YouTube just yesterday. So just yesterday, the 19th of December, on the 18th of December, we achieved 150,000 views on YouTube. That's massive. That is massive. And in 2024, we had some videos that kind of really picked up really well. So the GS 1300 review, that was a two-part video which we did at the start of the year. That video gave us about 6,000 to 7,000 views, which was great. And then we had a couple of videos on some products that I reviewed, the Chigi and Copyright, Dynamoto, which all achieved quite significant amount of views, amounting up to 8,000 views for some of those videos. And then just about 2 weeks ago, we did the BMW GS 1300 Adventure ASA model. And that video, as we stand today, has achieved about 5,000 views. So that's also a great achievement for us. And besides that, we've had the Himalayan, which is a new addition to the channel, the Royal Enfield Himalayan. And I've only done one video on it so far, which was the heated grips. And that also achieved about 6,000 views to date. So that is a great achievement. Now, talking about achievements, a few other things also did happen this year. But before I go into that, let's talk about some of the challenges that I faced this year. So in March early this year, as we were out and about on a ride, I got into an accident. And I'll play a short clip of the accident just behind in this video. Hopefully I'll find a spot to slot it in. But basically we were on Mount Disappointment. I was with Graham and Jit. We were just having some fun.
And it was a miscalculation on my end. I twisted the throttle a bit too hard in a ditch, and I went stumbling, landed on my neck, and I had a fracture of my spine. I had a dislocation of my C6 and C7 spine. Graham was there next to me, and I still can't thank my lucky stars enough to have such a friend next to me who knew exactly what to do, who was on the game, getting the support that I needed. I was very lucky. I was at the right place at the right time in a way, because the Department of Forestry happened to pass by. They aided, gave me the support that I needed, organized for the ambulance to come. And I really am really impressed with the healthcare system and the healthcare support that I received in Australia, in the Royal Melbourne Hospital and the Northern Hospital, whereby within 24 hours of the actual incident, I was out of surgery. I'd had my final fusion surgery done, and within 48 hours I was walking up the stairs in Royal Melbourne Hospital. So I'm really impressed with how everything panned out. So Graham, did you want to share a bit on that?
I just wanted to say we're just so lucky here in Victoria. We've got the TAC system, which we pay for through our registration, vehicle registration, and it's a wonderful thing. I mean, you can get choppered out, airlifted out by chopper in the middle. You can be bush riding anywhere in the state, and you know, I mean, you never want to see something like that happen, but it's so reassuring to know, you know, I mean, help, like you said, it was one of those things. I mean, forestry guys came along, they were just really good, didn't panic, everyone was calm. We had a few hiccups getting through to various places, but we were just on the edge of the signal, which made it tough.
Yeah.
But we worked it out, and we stayed calm, and Jeet got the help that he needed, and you know, it could have been so much worse.
Yep.
Don't like to think about what might have happened, but thank God it all worked out, and you know, he's back with us now, and he's fully recovered and made a fantastic recovery, and with long convalescence, but you know, it must have been frustrating. But yeah, and it just goes to show it's fantastic. We're very, very blessed here to have this TAC system, and to see it in operation. And it was just pretty much, I mean, how long did we have to wait for the ambulance? Like less than an hour.
Less than an hour. Tops an hour 10 minutes.
And we were out in back of Mount Disappointment. So
yeah, middle of nowhere.
They found us.
They found us and got me through the right treatment. I received, you know, I had my surgery done by the best surgeons in the country, Dr. Nathan Anderson. A big shout out to him for you know, performing the surgery on me. To the ambulance Victoria guys, you guys need to respect the ambos, because those people were magnificent. They just knew what needed to be done, and they supported me from the very get-go. And I won't forget the police officer as well, that I can't remember his name now, but I'll put his name in the description. He was the nicest police officer I've seen in my life to date, and he actually rang me after the accident just to check on me to see how I was and so on. And also a big shout out to Doncaster BMW for taking my bike in and, you know, doing the needy on my bike and getting it back on the road and delivered back to my home. Big shout out to Ross and John from Doncaster BMW for looking after my bike during that time. And I will not forget the support that I received from my family, my wife Nareen, my kids Mehran and Mahavir, my brother-in-law Manmeet, my sister-in-law Sharon, my colleagues at work, for supporting me during that time, because I was literally out of action for close to 6 months, well, close to 4 months actually, and it took 6 months before I was fully recovered. But for 4 months I was in a neck brace and I had very limited mobility. And my wife she's such a strong woman, and she just supported me throughout the process, and you know, it's just a blessing to have such a great family and friends and support around me during that time. And I thank my lucky stars. And I had a lot of thoughts in my mind. You know, there was a part where I thought maybe it's time to quit. quit riding. And Graham was he gave me a really good advice, and he said to me, he said, you know, Gerby, if you decide to quit riding, I totally understand, and it's a valid point, because after an injury like that, it's not uncommon for somebody to just hang up your keys and, you know, put your helmet in the cupboard and forget about riding on myself. But there was just a part of me that says, nah, there's still a bit more in me. I still want to carry on doing this. It's a freak accident. I've never had an accident. I've been riding since I'm 16. Very first accident. It was a bad one, undoubtedly, but I think very importantly, what I would like to stress is, do not compromise on your gear. Make sure you get the best helmet possible, wear the best gear possible. Before you buy that $30,000 bike or the $50,000 bike, make sure you spend a fair chunk of money in getting yourself some proper gear. Don't buy the cheap stuff, don't buy a plastic helmet, because trust me, my surgeon told me the reason why I'm walking today is partly because of the gear that I had on my body as well. So that actually took a lot of the impact and actually helped me in a huge way. So,
well, I don't know if you've got a picture of that Klim.
I do.
Kyrios helmet.
I do have the Klim Kyrios helmet. I do have a picture of that, and I will share. I'll probably put a picture of that up in the descriptions, up in the video somewhere.
Because that you look at that and you just go, yeah, well that did its job. You know,
it took the impact and it protected my head.
And having seen you come down right on your neck from quite a great height, and you see that, you just think the worst. And for you to sort of recover from that and to see the helmet as well, we were looking at the helmet going, oh my God. And you know, it was quite miraculous really. So the fact that you were wearing that gear, yeah, I mean, how much is your head worth? How much is your,
that's right,
you know, life worth?
That's right.
This is what you've got to ask yourself, and you know, just get the best gear that you can afford. I know it's expensive, but you know, it really does make a difference.
It's an expensive sport, it's a dangerous sport, it's a dangerous hobby, activity, whatever you want to call it. There is a risk associated with it. Get yourself the best gear possible. Very, very important. Now, besides that, some of the things that I think I've also improved a lot in my riding, I would like to give a big shout out to GS Off-Road Australia. I attended the 2-day GS Off-Road training just before the accident actually, and I think that's significantly improved my riding capabilities. And I don't know, Graham, what do you think after the accident? You know, has there been an improvement, or how do you feel that, you know, I'm on the bike and so on?
Well, it wasn't just your body that took a beating; it was your confidence.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I know that you were really down on some days after your accident. You were really down, and you were in a race, and you know, and I felt sorry for you.
Yeah.
But you know, I like I said to you, I said, it's your decision. You know, you've got to feel that it's right, and you've got to feel, you know, when you're ready to come back to it, if you want to come back to it. And of course, you're getting external pressure from your family, you know, give it away and that, and it's too dangerous, and you've got a family to think of. But, you know, you have to have outlets in life. I mean, you work hard, and, you know, in your downtime, this is what you love to do. You love to get out here, explore on your bike. And as I said to you, I think you'll miss it if you gave it away.
Yeah, and that's exactly right.
And
yeah,
so I'm glad that you didn't give it away.
Yeah.
And you know, it was your decision, and you had a long, hard look at your priorities in life, and you decided that it's important that you have an outlet. You know, something like this that you can just get out into nature and
that's right,
unwind.
Yeah. And you know, getting back on the bike the first time after the surgery was a bit daunting for me. But how do you find my riding now after your
stunts, you know?
Yeah.
I think in hindsight, doing that course gave you maybe you're a little bit overconfident in your abilities. But I think you literally came down to earth with a bump.
Yeah.
And you know, in retrospect, it's probably not a bad thing.
Not a bad thing. Yeah.
You know, you can reassess your life, where you're at, with your riding and everything, and you've come on leaps and bounds
Yeah,
in this, especially in this last year.
yeah,
Since you've been back on the bike,
yeah,
I've really noticed that you're a lot more confident,
yeah,
and I think you're feeling happier in your riding.
yeah, and that's exactly right. Like when I got back on, I just feel like it's all natural now. I'm no longer as stiff as I used to be, and whatever I learned at that course, I'm putting it into practice. Graham has been a good mentor, a good teacher as well over the years, and just trying to follow his lines and ride the way he does, and trying new things. Like, you know, when we did the Forest Loop track, certain parts were above my comfort zone, and you know, it was really good to do that. So yeah, so I think that's really great. Besides that, now some of the other achievements for the channel is we managed to get some good affiliations with some big brands. So Dynamoto is one of them. I'm affiliated with Dynamoto now, and I've got affiliate links for Dynamoto stands, the 5% discount codes for those ones. I'm also affiliated with Chigi. They make one of the best Apple CarPlay Android Auto devices for your motorcycle. Heads up to them for that. So big thank you to Chigi as well for trusting in the channel, giving us the opportunity to work with you guys. I've also done some work with CarPuride as well, with the Android Auto device as well. Steve from a bike thing, also I had a collaboration with him on working on a video on the ammo guard for the BMW GS and the GS Adventure as well. And besides that, one of the biggest achievement I think for the channel is the collaboration with Doncaster BMW, in which we are given motorcycles now from Doncaster, which we can review over the weekend, have it for a couple of days, ride it, review it. And me and Graham have been doing that. You know, I would love to have done more, but because of my injury, we only ended up doing two this year. But we have got a few planned for next year. We got the F900 GS Adventure, we got the F900 GS, we got the S1000 XR, we also got the GS 1300, the GS 1300 Adventure clutch version, the trophy version, which is also lined up. So we've got a few bikes planned out at this stage for us. You're saying while I was out of action?
Yeah, while you were out of action, lying around at home.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity of going on the GS Experience.
GS Experience in April. That was in April,
Yeah,
wasn't
April.
it?
Yeah, way back in April. So that was fun. With out of Doncaster, a group of riders, and we all convened in Hillsville at the vineyard there, Rochford Wineries, and we had Miles Davis,
Yep.
bit of a legend,
Yeah.
BMW legend,
Yeah.
and such a nice guy, and a brilliant rider. And anyway, we all set off, and there was the launch of the GS 900.
F900 GS.
F900 GS,
Yeah.
So, and I rode a couple of different variants of that.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. We came up, we rode up around Talangi, up around Hillsville, and it was a really good day. It was interesting riding the F900. So yeah, I found it very good handling bike. Brakes, BMW have got their brakes nailed at the moment.
Yeah.
On their models, they're just top brakes, and I don't know, they performed some magic with their brakes.
Yeah.
Just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Excellent road on the dirt. Found the engine to be a bit disappointing, bit lackluster.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to put it into Enduro mode. Enduro Pro mode.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they wouldn't let us put it into Enduro Pro for insurance purposes, I think. And but otherwise, yeah. So yeah, it was. It handled nicely. It just, I think, yeah, for me the motor let it down a little bit. Being a twin, and yeah, it was quite noisy. But rest of the package very good.
Yeah. So yeah, that is our summary for 2024, Graham.
What a year!
What a year it's been. We have had a bit of everything. Some really good fun.
Working.
Some challenges.
A lot of ups, a lot of downs.
Lots of ups, lots of downs. And you know, we've got some great things planned for 2025. More motorcycle reviews, gear reviews, product reviews, more adventures around Melbourne, more river crossings. Another thing that I need to add to our
Less stunt work.
less stunt work. Another thing that I need to add for 2024, another bucket list was crossing that river. We did that too today, so really stoked about
Oh,
it.
you did well.
Yeah, thank you.
I didn't give you time to think about it.
Nah, just had to gun it.
Straight across.
Straight across. So that was an experience. And look, I'm really enjoying my time with the Rhino. Graham is enjoying his time with Donna. And I think they make a good, we make a good team. So thanks, Graham, for all the support. And the time you take out for the channel and
Oh, thank you.
the ideas we brainstorm together.
Pleasure.
And ultimately, thank you to all the supporters out there of the channel. Thank you for your continuous support. Again, we've got affiliate links in the comment section below. If you want to get any stuff that we are promoting, they're all in there. We've got blog posts on Buy Me a Coffee. I do put up some blog posts on there. I've got some GPX files on there that you can download for free. And I've got some graphics as well, which you can download for free. And obviously, if you like, you can always buy us a coffee virtually on there as well. So that's a platform that is there. There's also membership now available, and also available on YouTube. So you can become a member on YouTube, and with that, you get member-only early access videos as well that will be released to members at the first instance, and then it goes to public. So it'll be great if you can support the channel in that way. But otherwise, continue to support the channel by giving us a big thumbs up. Always like, share, and don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. So thank you all. A Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and see you guys in 2025.
Merry Christmas, everyone. and
Bye-bye.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
See you in 2025.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
There's people there just flashing.
Woohoo! Oh man, without traction control this time.